Hello, dear viewer. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I am feeling the burn along with a lot of other people. So Bernie has done very well in Nevada. He really took it. I knew he was going to take it, but boy, did he take it big. And he had a rally in Washington State that was very well attended, 17,000. And San Antonio is coming up, and he's looking very good in San Antonio. They're wondering a little bit, though. I mean, there's some people wondering about South Carolina, I believe. Is Biden going to be more favored, or Buttigieg more favored, or one of the others, Warren, Klobuchar? But I don't think so. I think it's still going to be Bernie. But let's read the cards. Okay, how does it look for him? And we're reading the energies now. So if things keep going as they are, kind of prediction, we have the Chariot. So, wow. So things are moving forward very, very quickly. But this is also telling me that he doesn't have it. It's not clinched. He doesn't have it in his hands. It is still early days. In fact, there are two sphinxes. Things are moving ahead quite quickly, as if pulled by a heavenly force. Okay, but the momentum behind the race is wonderful. And the attendance is pretty good for primaries and caucuses. All right, what else do we have, Spirit? We have the Four of Cups. He's not going to give up. That's what I get there. He's not going to give up. Like if he hears a negative message, he's sitting there going, mm-mm. Not taking it, not hearing it. Okay. And we have the Ten of Wands. It would be burdensome. This is not easy for him. And he may feel a little overburdened. His health is pretty good. However, the rigors of this schedule, I was noticing in a speech he did to supporters last night, I believe. He came with the energy, he came with the force, but he was tired. So I hope he's taking care of his health. All right, we've got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. Plan A and Plan B. Two sphinxes with the Chariot, two swords. Okay, guys, he doesn't have it clinched. He doesn't have it in his hand yet. It is possible it could be the other. It could be another. Okay. All right. Well, good to know. Who would be the other one that he would be his main competition? Let's ask that question. Would it be Buttigieg? Because I have a feeling. Yeah, I think it would be Buttigieg. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I think that means yes. Show us more, Spirit. Decision made, judgment falling, judgment card, clarity. Ace of Cups, there may be something coming out about Buttigieg, though, that people are not liking, and it would have to do with money he's received from big donors. Okay. So that's, but it may be his time to have that run. There's destiny over Pete Buttigieg. All right. But judgment may fall, and it may not be the kind of judgment that he likes. It's not decided yet, you guys. It's just not decided yet. Anything more about Pete, Spirit? Well, we've got the King of Swords, we got the King of Coins, and we've got the Ace of Wands. Well, he would be favored by big business more than Bernie would anyway. But then anybody would be favored more than Bernie would by big business, I would imagine. Well, maybe not Warren, who wants to do her wealth tax, but Ace of Wands. I still feel like with that King of Swords, there's going to be something coming out about Buttigieg that just isn't favorable to him. I do. Okay. So, Spirit, show me Warren. What about Liz Warren, who did all right, but not really. I mean, she was blown out of the water just like everybody else, but she did very well in the debate earlier in the week in Nevada. And so let me see about Warren. I just do not feel like she's going to be the one that Bernie is competing with. Okay. Success, completion, victory, Four of Wands, and Four of Cups. Okay, what I'm getting from this is she is not going to give up. Okay, she's not going to give up. Already she's been a success in a way with this completion card, this world card. She really may have, I don't know if she'd be the vice or a cabinet member, but she really may be in the White House regardless. Yeah, it's like the Four of Cups. It's like, okay, even if she doesn't get the nomination, it doesn't mean she's given up. She really does have a powerful need to transform some things in Washington. She is going to keep fighting. Wow. Okay, so those are very good cards for her. But I just can't feel like she's going to, come up from behind to be the nominee. Oh, the Devil card reversed. So greed and avarice reversed. Yeah, that's a good thing to get that card reversed. But then that means perhaps, yeah, I mean, perhaps too many people cannot handle the wealth tax idea. I don't know. She gets negative press, but Bernie gets plenty of negative press too. Okay, what about Biden? What about Biden? Page of Cups. Yeah, Three of Swords. I just think he will be ending up dropping out. Queen of Swords. He doesn't get a break from negative press coverage because of things he said that are just, really not smart to say, and things from the past too. Women, we have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, he's just, he can't overcome his history in politics, and he is having trouble speaking well and speaking like Bernie does. I'm sorry, I'm getting somebody's calling in, but I don't need to take that one. Alrighty. Well, let's see. Let's look at Klobuchar. Let's look at Klobuchar. The King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Interesting. I don't feel like that Seven of Swords is necessarily like she has something sneaky. But then again, we do have the King of Swords. So I just think in this election, you guys, anybody who's taken money from corporate donors is going to get shellacked. I really do. I think that's going to be very difficult for them to overcome, except for apparently Trump, whose supporters don't care where he gets his money, what billionaires give him money. But on the Democrat side, I just think that's not going to be good for any of them. So I want to look at, yeah, we saw Bernie's future. It looks still, it's not in the bag. It's not in the bag. Anything else about Bernie that we should know here? All right, we've got the Three of Wands. He's watching and waiting for his ship to come in. That man's been watching and waiting. He's been talking about taking on corporate interests for 40 years. Two of Wands. Okay. Looking out over the seas. International concerns. Okay, that brings me into the other question I wanted to do this reading on. So a narrative is developing that Bernie would be the one that Putin and Trump would want because they think that Trump could defeat Bernie. Okay, so this narrative is developing. Is that the truth? What's going on with that, Spirit? The Emperor. The Emperor. I feel like it's not going to matter. The laws are there. The procedures are there. The rule of law is there. Judgment falling. There may be more scuttlebutt about that to try to harm Bernie. But it's just time. There's that Wheel of Fortune again. It is just time for truth to come out. It's time for truth to come forward and for greater transparency and honesty in politics to start rising. And in the long run, it won't matter what's said. I think that's what that's saying. It won't matter what's said. It'll just, this is coming no matter who's going to be voted in this time of a new era in politics, a new era of equality, hopefully. Okay. And I just had Russia flash. I just had the Queen of Cups flash, which is Mother Russia's card a lot of times. So, right, they are going to try to associate Bernie with Russia. They are. And play that game. Trump, see that happening really hard soon from Trump. Because Trump has said, well, there was no indication Russia helped me, but oh yes, they've helped Bernie. They like Bernie. So that narrative, expect that narrative to be expanded. Yes. Anything to that, Spirit? We've got to ask. 10 of coins. See, I almost do wonder. And the 7 of wands and the 8 of swords. But he stands his ground. I almost wonder if, how many politicians did take money from Russia, and even if it was, some of it was inadvertently in the past before they knew that it was laundered through here and laundered through there. Almost wonder about that. Did Bernie? Well, no, Bernie hasn't really taken from corporate donors. But, people could make a big deal out of $500 too. I mean, when they're trying to smear somebody, the facts don't really have to be all that relevant. That's what I feel like I'm hearing. I'm hearing a lot of rumors. I'm hearing a lot of narrative that will be built that is not necessarily true. That's just not true. It's just, that's the strategy kind of thing. Okay. All right. Well, there's the other issue I wanted to touch on. Okay. Going into this, I myself was kind of concerned that the progressive vote would be split between Bernie and Warren and Andrew Yang. I was kind of concerned, and maybe others, but really I was concerned that could be split. And so we could get a candidate that wasn't really the will of most of the people. Well, it turns out that the progressives have really pretty much most of them have kind of decided, well, Bernie's been saying the same thing for 40 years. We trust that. We know he'll fight for income equality. And so we're behind Bernie. So there is a coalescing happening there. It's not happening among more moderate Democrats. And there's some concern about that. Is the moderate vote getting split up between Klobuchar and Biden and Buttigieg? And making it, will that make it difficult? So Spirit, what do you have to say about that? Just let's leave it open-ended. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. So a lot of this we're going to hear in journalism. All right, we got we've got the 4 of coins, and we do also have a lot of controversy about, will Bernie be given a fair shake? He doesn't get as much media time, though he's the front runner. Will he be given a fair shake, or will those who have the money want to hang on to the money? And is it the opposite true? That actually there are more progressive Democratic voters, more sort of further left Democratic voters. And so these controversies, I think, are going to be batted back and forth, is what I'm hearing. These controversies will go back and forth, and it will be difficult to know what the best bet would be for winning over Trump. Would it be more progressive, further left candidate, or would it be a more moderate candidate? Spirit, anything about that? The Hermit. It's in the minds of each individual voter. Okay. 8 of Cups. The main thing is we do want to get Trump to go. 8 of Cups. And that is about off in search of our wish. Do what you wish. Vote for the candidate that embodies your wishes. Okay. Don't start playing this head game of what would be the better bet to beat Trump. Would it be a moderate? Would it be a more liberal? Which, just vote according to your own wishes. Hermit, listen to your own intuition. That's the advice there. All right. Well, I am appreciative of the energy behind the Democrats right now. The energy, the enthusiasm, and the interest in the Democratic races. I'm appreciative of that. And I like that energy rising. That feels hopeful to me. All right, Spirit. Anything else? Magician. Yes, we can manifest change. We can manifest change. The American voter is not going to stop till change has been manifested. Because the American voter knows there's troubles with income inequality. They know that why don't we have more access to health care? Why don't we have better health care coverage? Every other industrialized nation has managed to more fully cover their citizens. So, I mean, we know this. We know these. Not that healthcare is perfect in other nations either, but I mean, in the U.S., I think there's a third that are uninsured right now, something like that, a quarter to a third. So that's a lot. Yeah. All right. Anyway, the American voters are not giving up, no matter how much pundits on TV seem to talk about things from a more moderate perspective. They're so often out of touch. They're so often out of touch, Here in middle America, where families are just really hoping that they never have to file a medical bankruptcy, but thinking they really may have to at some point. It's different. So anyway, I thank you all so very, very much. That feels like a downer to end on. When we really got the magician card, we're going to manifest change. All right. Well, I thank you all. You take care. Thank you for being involved. Bye-bye.